Managing finances in co-parenting. After divorce, tips and support. Learn practical advice for managing finances in co-parenting after divorce with helpful tips and resources for peace and clarity. Managing finances in co-parenting situations. A casual chat about finding balance after divorce. Hey, so I wanted to share some thoughts on something that doesn't get enough airtime. The whole financial side of co-parenting after a divorce. You know, it's one thing to talk about dividing assets or child custody, but actually juggling the money stuff post-divorce? That's a whole different ballgame, and honestly, it can feel overwhelming, especially when emotions and logistical challenges are swirling at the same time. Now, if you or someone you know is going through this, there's plenty of divorce help and divorce resources out there that can really make a difference. But let's break down some of the basics so you can get a clearer picture of managing those finances and co-parenting stress-free, well, as much as possible. Why financial management matters in co-parenting. When a couple separates, it's not just about splitting the bank accounts. Both parents still have to work together financially for the well-being of their kids. So, having clear agreements about who pays for what is crucial. Otherwise, things can quickly become a mess. Late payments, confusion over expenses, frustration, and even conflict. One of the biggest pitfalls is the lack of communication around money. Often, after divorce, people avoid talking about finances because it stirs up too many feelings. But the truth is, avoiding these talks can make co-parenting harder. Being open, honest, and setting clear expectations helps keep things running smoothly. Tips for managing finances while co-parenting. Create a detailed parenting budget. List everything from daycare, school supplies, extracurriculars, medical expenses, to clothing. This way, both parents know the costs involved and share responsibility accordingly. Set up a shared expense account. Some parents find it easier to put child-related expenses into a joint account. Both contribute regularly, and one person pays from it. This can reduce squabbles over reimbursement. Keep records of all transactions. Document receipts, payments, and agreements. If questions arise, you'll have the details ready. Be flexible but firm. Life happens. Sometimes expenses pop up unexpectedly. Being willing to discuss changes or adjust plans helps maintain a good co-parenting relationship. Use digital tools. Apps designed for co-parenting finances can track expenses and payments, making transparency easier for both parents. Where to find support and further advice. If things feel complicated, seeking divorce counseling or joining divorce support groups can provide emotional and practical guidance. There's a lot to be said for having a community who gets it, and professionals who can give you personalized divorce advice tailored to your unique situation. Also, leaning on quality resources like Brokenness and New Beginnings can be incredibly healing. This book offers hope and practical help on moving forward and building a healthy future after divorce. If you're navigating the tough waters of co-parenting finances and emotional well-being, it's worth checking out. Order your copy today to find hope and healing. Wrapping it up. Managing finances when you're co-parenting is definitely a challenge, but it doesn't have to feel like a constant battle. With clarity, communication, and the right help, it's completely possible to create a peaceable, supportive environment for your kids. Remember, it's all about partnership, even if you're no longer living under the same roof. So, keep those lines of communication open, stay organized, and don't hesitate to reach out for divorce assistance or professional guidance when needed. The goal is to protect your kids' well-being and your own sanity, which is totally doable. Thanks for hanging out and letting me share a bit about this. Hopefully, this makes the financial side of co-parenting seem a little less daunting. Take care of yourself, and if you want a good resource for moving forward after divorce, remember to visit Brokenness and New Beginnings.